Dear friends, today we will see attendance automation in Excel. This is an index sheet. There are 5 shapes with the sheet names written on them. We will try to hyperlink these shapes to the corresponding sheets. Now, this is the index sheet. 5 shapes I have already drawn. We will try to hyperlink this setting shape to the setting sheet. I'll put a right click, then link is there. Now, see here, you should not click here, you should click on the place in this document, then only you will see the sheet names. So you see the sheet name setting, I'll click OK. Now it is connected to the setting. Now there is a hand symbol is coming here. If I click it, it will go to the setting sheet. And here there is a shape with the go to index written on it. I have hyperlinked to the index sheet so that when I click this, it will go back to the index sheet. So similarly, I have hyperlinked all these shapes to the corresponding sheets. Now we will go to the setting. In the setting, there are 3 lists I have made by different methods. 3 methods are there. Whichever is convenient, you can follow. Now, first one is this attendance key list is present, absent, or leave. This is created by offset formula. That is formula, name manager, you will get this window and then you will have to write the formula. That means this attendance key is referred to this particular formula. Now then the month is a list where I have inserted a table there and this pop-up will be there. It will check whether the range is okay and the headers are given. Once you click OK, it will give a name automatically. Then we can rename it to our own liking. Table month is the name that I will be giving. Now, third method is that there will be a range. I have typed Sunday to Saturday in that range. Then I will have a validation in these 2 cells. So you will have the list here and the validation source is this range. So that I can Sunday or Saturday or any day I can fix it up from this range. Now we will go to the setting and we will try to do the same. Now what we will do is first we will write the names there. So attendance key is written and I have to go to the formula, name manager, and then see here, I will have to put this formula here. I have already put this formula, offset. This is the formula here. If I want, I can delete it and then re-put it here, this formula. Since I have already put it, let me not redo it. So I will close this. So this is attendance key created. Now here what I will do is I will take some months, 1/1/2020. So January is there. I will just drag, you will have 3 months. Now I will go to the center, insert a table, and then it is asking the range is okay, header is there, it's there. So I will click OK. It has put a name, table 1. What I will do is I will change the table name, TABLEMON, and I will put enter. Enter is important, otherwise it will not be added. See, if I go there, you can see that table name coming here. See, table name has come here, right? Now the third method is, what I will do is, I will have a data validation. Data validation is here. So I'll create a list here. In the list, what I will do is, I will take this source. So I've gone to this source and I'm going to take this and okay. That's all. Now it has come here. Now I can take Sunday or I can take now Sunday. We'll see that whether it is, yeah. So here also I'll put white font. So I will select Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday or holidays I have taken. We will use that. Now we will go to the next sheet. Employee data. In employee data, all we need to do is we have to feed in the data. Whenever there is a change, we can add the change. This will be updated. So employee ID, name, and department. Only these 3 data are required. Whenever there is a change, we can add it here and it will be updated in the respective database and enter attendance sheets. Okay. Now, then we will go to enter attendance. This is a very important sheet. We will copy the headers from the employee data here. We will have a checkbox linked to the cell, and we will have the cell range. We will have this formula here, so that it will indicate the date that you have typed is a holiday or not. If it is holiday, you need not type the attendance. And then we will have to validate the cells D4 to J103 using the attendance key. That is this range, the entire range of attendance. So this is the enter attendance sheet. These are all the important thing. And when you there is a checkbox there. If it is checked and then the enter attendance button is clicked, then old attendance will be modified. That means this is a new attendance. Already this attendance have been existing. We are going to erase that and put this here. Then we'll have to check this checkbox, and then enter attendance. Otherwise, if it is a new data, this should be unchecked. If it is unchecked and then if you click this enter attendance, then it will be new attendance updated at the end of the database. Whether it is checked or unchecked, if you refresh this data, this employee data, that is these three columns will be refreshed. It will go to the employee data and take the new employee data and then put it here. Then you can feed the attendance. This is what is in the entrance attendance. We will go to the entrance attendance. We will see that. This is the entrance. What I will do is I will just add the checkbox. I will go to the developer, insert checkbox. So I'm going to add it here, right? I'll name it as update when data already exists. When data already exists, right? Then I will click the right click. I will get the control. There will be a control will be coming. So format control. And here what I will do is I'll cell link I will put. I'll click this D1, right? So D1 is linked here. Then what will happen when I click it? Then it has come here. Now when I click this, this will be true. When I don't click this, it will be false. We will take this. We will go there. Make it as here. You can see this click here. When it is unclicked, and we will have VBA code written for this button as well as for this button in the Visual Code developer. We will see here. We will go to the Visual Basic, and these are the two codes. One code is refresh employee data for refreshing the data, and this is for entering the attendance. I will explain these codes with the PPT so that you will be able to visualize the statement and the meaning of these statements. I'll go here. What I will do is I'll go to the thing. So this is the code VBA first subroutine refresh employee data here. What does it do? The two objects are defined now. What are the two objects here? Worksheets are the objects defined as variables. EASH. EA means enter attendance sheet, and ED is employee data sheet. And then we are assigning the corresponding sheet to this variables. Enter attendance data sheet is assigned to EASH, and employee data sheet is assigned to EDSH. Then in this statement, enter attendance sheet, the range A4 to C, there are three columns, A column, B column, C column. You know, employee ID, name and department till the end, that is C end, right? So all these are cleared in the enter attendance sheet. Then it goes to the employee data sheet and finds that data. There the data is starting from A2 cell, therefore A2 to C end, it copies all the data. Then in the next statement, it goes to enter attendance sheet, goes to the cell, because from A4 cell only it has cleared, no? Therefore, it goes to the A4 cell and copies whatever is copied from the employee data. Therefore, now it is uh, refreshed here. Once it is refreshed, a message is displayed using this statement, employee data has been refreshed in the state. So now we will go to the Excel sheet and then see whether it has done or not. So here what I will do is I will assign the macro. What is the macro? Refresh employee data. I've already put here. Now what I will do is only there are so many, only little data are there. If you go to the employee data, there are so many data there, more than 16 data are there, 16 data are there. We will see all the 16 data are. What I will do is I will click this. That's all. It is completed. It gives you an indication with a bell that it's over and it is updated. Now here you can add the data, any date you can add. Like for example, I can put 01-01-2020. And then if I drag it, 7 days will be there, right? So all the 7 days. Now there will be 2 holidays there. I have given you a formula here. This formula compares this date with the holidays, Sunday and Saturday. And then if it is Saturday or Sunday, it will be written here. That is what is written here. So 4th January is Saturday and 5th January Sunday. Therefore, you don't have to give the attendance for this. So this is how we do it. Now what we will do is we will go to the uh, enter attendance and then see the what is the code there. Okay. So we'll go there. So this is the code here. Now, what does it do? First of all, it is defining. The variables are defined as objects. What is object? Worksheet is an object. Then the worksheets are assigned to these variables. Enter attendance sheet is enter attendance, right? And here DBSH is database sheet. Then we are defining 3 variables. R is the row variable, row value. C is the column value, that is also a variable. LR is another variable which gives you the latest row or the last row where we have to modify the data if already existing or update the data at the bottom of the database. Right? How does it do? We will see here. In this statement, for C is equal to 4 to 10. Please note that in the 4th column, C is the column, the 4th column only the date starts. If you can see in the enter attendance sheet, we started the date no and dragged it no for 7 days. So there will be 7 days, that is why 4 to 10. So for all the 7 days, it will do this program. And then for each day, for each column that is, for all the employees, it will update the data. What is the data? That is the attendance key, that is present or absent or leave. Right? So this is what is being done here. We will go to the next sheet. Now, check whether the value attendance entry exists or blank. Right? If it is not blank, then only it will proceed. Because if there is no data there, then what we will replace? So we will not replace anything. We will not update anything. Therefore, it will check first of all the cells have a value or not. If it is not empty, if it has a value, then only the other statements will proceed. Now here what it does is, if application worksheet function dot count if database sheet first column, in the database sheet first column, you know that is the employee unique ID. It will check whether it is there or not. How do you get the unique ID? That is from the enter attendance sheet. Enter attendance sheet does not give you any unique ID there, but it has data to find out the unique ID. It has got an employee ID, it has got a date. The combination of these two is the unique ID, right? Therefore, you can see here, enter attendance sheet range, AR, that is the first column, rth row, and then here, 3rd row, 6th column, right? So we will combine these two and find out the unique ID, and then that unique ID will be checked, right? If it is there, then it will proceed. Then the value will be greater than 0, because if it is there, then it will become 1, right? Because we are counting, no? Then it will again check the D1 cell where we are saying that we have to update or modify. If it is checked, we have to modify, right? Therefore, if enter attendance sheet range D1 value is true, that means we have checked the checkbox. Then it will proceed further. Otherwise, it will go to the last row and update. Now it's not going to the last row. It will find out the row in which it is matching. Right? It has found out that value it is finding out. LR is the application worksheet function. It is matching. What is matching? From the enter attendance sheet, the unique ID is found out. Where is it lying there in the A column of database sheet? So if it is there, that row is marked, and from that row onwards, all the data are added. We'll go to the next sheet. This is the code for adding these values. Please see here in the database sheet, first A column in that row gives you the unique ID. So unique ID is taken from this enter attendance sheet by combining the employee ID and the date, and then it is printed there. Then in the B column, in the corresponding row, employee ID is taken. Then in the Cth column, employee name is taken, Dth column is taken, and F column, please note F column is the sixth column. The sixth is very important. You will note that we are going to use that number 6 later on for taking the data from the database. So in the sixth row, sixth column, you will have the attendance key, present or absent or leave. Now, if the cell in D1 is false, we are saying we have to update. That means data does not exist. Therefore, what we'll have to do is it will go to the end. What do you mean by end? The last row is the one where the data is existing. I will add one so that the next row will be an empty row. So LR will be the row. In that row, what we'll have to do is I'll have to add all these values. Right? Either I'll go to the corresponding row and then modify it, erase and modify, or go to the last row and add the data. So it will do this for the next row. That means for the next employee, it will do it. So for all the employees, once it is done, it will go to the next day. Next column means next day. Likewise, it will do for all the 7 days. There are 2 holidays. Therefore, it has to do only for 5 days. It will do it. And then once it is done, it will display a message that it has been completed. Attendance entry has been updated in the database. So we will go to the Excel sheet and then see that is being done or not. Right? So what we have done is we have done this here. I will try to say that check here and then enter attendance. See what will happen. So it is done now. So it is added in the data. We will close it here. Now we will go to the index and then go to the next slide. Now, display attendance. This is an important document which gives the user whatever he wants. Here, you can select the month and the sheet will show the details for that month. What are the details? For every employee, how many days he has attended, how many days he were absent or taken leave, and then for that particular month, what is the total number of absentees or attendance? That is what is like here it is there. Total absentees is 7, total present was 64 in that particular month. Right? For the employee, each employee also you will have that percentage. Like for example, in the first row, Ramakrishnan has attended for 5 days. His attendance was 5 for this month. So total attendance was 64. And then we are going to use this formula here in B2 cell. You will see here. So validation. Here, what I will do is I'll put a function called indirect table month. So this is a format here. Once I put this, then it will be validating cell. It will show you the months you can select, and for that month it will give you all the data, right? Then sum, total number of percent will be shown here. I will use a formula for sum. That for sum formula will be used here, and then absent also, this E column will be added and then it will be given as total absent for the month, and leave, total leave also will be added from the F column. And then here from the employee data, if there is a value existing, that will be copied here straight. That is the formula I am using it is here, if formula here. If employee data because the data starts from A2 cell. If it is the value existing in the A2 cell, then it will copy. Otherwise, it will not do. Right? Okay. Now, here I have used here, if it is empty, it will be empty. Otherwise, it will give the data. You can write the formula in any way you like. I have used this condition. If it is empty, it will be empty. Otherwise, it will give the data here. Now I'm going to copy it for the entire range A6 to C105. So then it will collect as many data as possible in the employee data. It will show you for all these people. You can enter the data and then it will be displaying here the results here. Now this one is E6 count of G6 to AK6 for absentees. That is for individuals. So it will add here this data. Wherever it is red, it will add here. And for this, it will add wherever it is green. And then wherever it is leave, it will be adding there. Right? That is the formula, count formula. I have put here in these three cells, and I have copied throughout the entire range. And then the data here, the attendance key is very important. That is what you want to know, right? How many days he has been present, which days he is present and absent and leave. So I'm going to have this formula, VLOOKUP formula. What does it do? VLOOKUP $A6 and underscore dollar underscore $G5. That means it is finding the unique ID. How does it find? It adds this, that is combines this ID with this date and then takes this unique ID and then goes to the database, because first column is that unique ID will be there, no? And from there, the sixth column value is taken. Sixth column is what? The attendance key. I told you, no, remember 6. So that sixth column value is taken and exact match is found out. That is why 0 is put and it is fed in here. This is what is fed in here. Right? So all this data, this I'll put it here and then copy it for the entire range. Yeah. So this is how. Then finally, what we will do is we will do a conditional formatting so that the table looks neat. Right. So these are all the formats I am putting it here. What are all the formats I am putting here? See, first I take this row. This cell, no, it should be the base should be blue and the font should be white, right? So if it is not a blank cell, then it will use blue fill and white font. Okay? The rule is applied to G5 to AK5. G5 is here to AK5 is here. So when the number is there, 30 and 31 is there, for February, it will stop with 29 and 30 and 31 will not be shown. Right? So this is for date row, this rule is applied. And for the black border, wherever the data are existing, it will give you a border. See, this is a border here, black border here, no? That's border will be here. Further, the condition is AND condition $A6. Here I am freezing the column. That is, in this column, it will, for all the rows, it will find out. If it is not blank, see, A6 is not equal to blank, and then $5 is not equal to blank. That what does this mean? I am freezing the fifth row here. $5 means fifth row is freezed here. It will not change. So it will check for A5 is there, B5 is there, C5 is there, and then corresponding column, any row value is there, then that will be bordered. Black border will be there. Therefore, this rule is applied to the entire range, starting from A5 to AK105, right? Data rows. Then for holidays, I have to have a dark fill, right? That is gray fill, dark gray fill, I will fill it for holidays. This will be for G5 to AK105, and the condition is AND condition $A6. That means I'm freezing the column. I'll check up for all the rows. Is not equal to blank or, right? AND means this one of this condition. What is this one of this condition? Text $5. That is $5 means fifth row is freezed. So 5, that is this day is found out, is equal to this $2 from the setting. The setting we have put now 2 holidays. So it will find out whether is that holiday or $3 holiday. That is Saturday or Sunday. That is why I put or. Either this is Saturday or Sunday, and $A6 corresponding row, it is not empty. Then what it will do? It will fill up, right? So it will fill up as long as the rows are there with filled data, right? And then no zero blank. That means when I am putting it here, the attendance count, no, total count will be zero. Here it is zero here, but it will be zero beyond that the employee, last employee row. So that has to be removed. Therefore, if $A6 is equal to empty, then zero will not be shown. So that is the output format I'll put. These are all the conditional format I'll put. I'll explain for one format. The rest I will show you how it has been done, and you will be able to understand. And then this here is for $D6 to $D105, this P column, here whenever there is a value existing, it will be filled with green color with white font, right? Condition is $A6 should not be blank, right? If this is not blank, then it will be green. If this is blank, then it will be nothing, right? Similarly, if this is number is there, if there is a number here, then it will be red filled with white font, right? If $A6 is not equal to empty, then it will fill up with red, right? If it is empty, it will be blank, right? And similarly, for blue also, that is for leave also, we have put the condition, if this value is existing, then it will be blue filled with white font, otherwise nothing will happen. And in this range, G5, please here, see G6 to AK105, right? Because this is already their numbers. So here only we'll have to condition depending upon whether it is P or L or A. So I have put the condition here. If this cells is P, then it will be filled with green color with white font, right? And then if it is absent, it will be filled with red color and white font. If it is leave, then it will be filled with blue fill and white font. That is what we are going to see. We will see whether we can do that. What I will do is I'll go to the sheet, display attendance. See, this is I have already done all these things. You can see this conditional format, right? This conditional format. What I will do is I will do the first conditional format. Not a blank cell means it should be filled with blue color and white font. So what I will do is the range is G5 to AK5, right? These are all the date cells. So I will select this. I will select all the 32, the 31, no, AK, till the AK I will take, and Alt OD I'll put a new rule. What should be the new rule? I'll say, right? None. It should not contain a blank. No blank. I put. Then what is the format? The font should be white, and then fill should be blue, right? I'll just say okay, okay. I'll let apply now. Once it is applied, it will be there, right? See here, it has come. Now, if I change this to February, see, only 29, it is coming, right? So it has applied, all the conditions are applied here. I hope you have understood. In case you want to make a change here, there's a see, any change we can make it here by going to that particular range and then see the condition and then modify, edit, or renew the cancel, delete the valid, the what do you call, the format, and then make a new format for that. For example, I'll see here. Yeah, I have not done for A, no, so we'll do it for A, absent. So what is this? G6 to AK105. G6 to AK105. So I will select this G6 to A105, AK105, right? I'll take this up to this. So AK, JK, AK here. Alt OD, and then new condition, new rule. So I'll put here. Please here, I can select this and then modify also. Since it is a new rule, I'll put here, and that contains equal to L, no, equal to A, no, it has to be, L is already done. What is the format I'll have to do? I'll have to fill it up with red, and then font should be white, right? So I'll say OK. I will say OK again. I'll apply it. Then you can see here, red color is there, filled with red, and here. Suppose I want to change this color. I can go there. I'll go this AK, Control Shift down. So it has taken all these things, right? Alt OD. So these are all the formats there. So I can do this probably if the border is there, I have to make it up, then probably I can go there and click it here. So it will go there, right? So it can be arranged any way you like, and then wherever you want to go there, you can go there. Suppose you want to delete this condition, so you can delete this condition also. Or if you want to edit this rule, say I'll say if you want to edit this rule, so it will go there. Then I can put format, and then if you want, I can font it. Font I will change it to black only. Then you can see here, OK, OK, apply, OK. So it will be black. See here, it is black here. Yeah. So this is how you can play with this program, and I hope you like it. If you like it, please share with your friends and subscribe also if possible. Thank you very much. I'll stop sharing. Hope you like it. See my other videos also. It will be interesting, hopefully.